What's up everybody? Hopefully every one of you had a great start in the 2017. One of the things I'd like to do more consistent this year is uploading more tutorial videos for you guys. I know I've been kinda sloppy with that past year, but I promise that will change. So today I have a video on half guard for you. If you missed any other tutorials, go on my channel, look for the tutorial playlist and you can catch up on those. So half guard is a very basic position on the ground, but definitely has some advanced stuff to it. If you're looking for ground exchanges, you will find yourself very often in half guard, since the most often used takedown, the single leg takedown, puts you right in there. How do I use this position? Well, either I use it to wear my opponent out by denying him, or with ground and pound to the body when I'm postured up, so things get a lot easier for me later in the fight, or I use it to set up transitions later. Trust me, if you handle some serious damage on him from half guard, he will try to stop you from posturing up, and that's where you can go into mount or side control later on. First, you need to know your opponent's options from the bottom. He has 3 of them. He can go to full guard, definitely his fastest transition. That's where he puts his outside hand on your knee and tries to push it off. You stop him from doing that by holding R2 or RT and flicking the right stick to the outside. Your opponent can also go the opposite way by taking your back, either into back sitting or back side control. This transition usually takes a little longer, so you'll have more time to react. Denying it would be flicking the stick the opposite direction to full guard. His third possible option is the get up. It's when the bottom fighter presses L1 and transitions to the outside, then their character models pushes their hips away from you. It is always the same direction as their full guard transition, so you have to deny it by flicking the stick into the same direction. To posture up, you only have to hold the stick up. Note that the moment you're done posturing up, your opponent gets a possible momentum transition in form of the get up by pressing L1 and up, and it's really hard to stop. So my advice to you is to deny a couple transitions first before posturing up. You guys will have a bigger gap between your stamina bars, his get up will be slower, and you'll have more time to react to it. So here nothing really changes transition wise. You still deny his full guard and his back taking with the same direction on the stick, but now you can also interrupt those transitions with strikes to the head. Note that you can only stop his back taken with punches performed with your outside arm. The full guard transition can be stopped with really left and right punches. From here you have 4 different type of ground and pound strikes you can use. The straights by just pressing the punch buttons, the hooks by holding the stick to the side, the hammer fist by holding the stick up, and the elbows by holding L1 or LB with the punches. You perform body strikes the same way you do in the stand-up by holding L2 or LT to it. My advice to you is to change every possible strike up and don't get used to a certain rhythm, since your opponent can catch your arm when he flicks at the right time into the right direction and pulls you back down. Now, another thing you have to be aware of are fakes. A lot of players will try to confuse you with their transitions from the bottom by faking into the full guard transition and switching to the backside or get up transition. They can also use their fakes when you are postured up as well. What you want to do here really is just try to stay calm. Figure out their patterns of transitioning and don't let them outsmart you. I'd rather risk being back in full guard than getting my back taken, to be honest, so I'm not rushing on denying the full guard transition every time. Another tip for this is try to flick the right stick as quick and short as possible when you're denying full guard. That's how you'll still be able to deny other transitions when they're faking. So that's about it. If this video was helpful, give it a like. If you have any further questions about the half guard position, comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. And I'm out.
Nasty ground and pound KO. End of this fight. This is the huge ground and pound strike that lands for the KO. Here we see it from another angle.